If you're over 50, your body could be quietly poisoning itself, and you might not even feel it happening. Every day, millions of people over 50 live with toxic buildup inside their own bodies, from inflammation, sluggish digestion, and slow circulation, all silently damaging their organs. The scariest part? Most people mistake the early warning signs for just getting older. In this video, I'll show you the 5 danger signs that your body is turning against itself, and what you can do right now to flush these toxins before they cause permanent damage. Because after 50, your body doesn't recover like it used to, and catching these signs early could literally save your life. These changes can trigger a cascade of dangerous reactions that medical professionals often miss during routine checkups. Subscribe to the channel so we can benefit you by creating more great content with you in mind. And as a thank you, download your free guide from the link in the description below. Today, we're diving deep into 5 critical warning signs that your body might be turning against itself following a bone fracture. These aren't your typical healing symptoms that everyone expects. These are the hidden dangers that can transform a simple broken bone into a life-threatening situation, and recognizing them early could literally save your life. Before we jump into these warning signs, let me paint you a picture of what's really happening inside your body when you break a bone after 50. Your immune system, which has been your faithful guardian for decades, starts behaving differently. Your metabolism shifts. Your body's ability to process toxins changes dramatically. And here's the kicker. The very process that's supposed to heal your broken bone can actually become toxic if your body can't handle the increased demands. The first danger sign you need to watch for is something called systemic inflammatory response syndrome, but you'll recognize it by much subtler symptoms. After a bone break, your body naturally increases inflammation to begin the healing process. This is normal and expected. However, when you're over 50, your body's ability to regulate this inflammation becomes compromised. Here's what to look for: persistent fatigue that doesn't improve with rest, unexplained fever that comes and goes, particularly in the evening hours, and a general feeling that something just isn't right. Many people dismiss these symptoms as normal parts of aging or natural responses to injury, but they could indicate that your inflammatory response has gone haywire. Your body might be producing inflammatory chemicals faster than it can process them, essentially creating a toxic environment within your own tissues. This isn't just uncomfortable, it can lead to organ damage if left unchecked. The inflammation that should be localized to your healing bone begins spreading throughout your system, affecting everything from your cardiovascular health to your brain function. The second warning sign involves your digestive system, and this one catches most people completely off guard. When your body is working overtime to heal a broken bone, it redirects resources away from other essential functions, including proper digestion and toxin elimination. Watch for significant changes in your bowel movements, persistent nausea that doesn't seem related to pain medication, unexplained loss of appetite that lasts more than a few days, or a metallic taste in your mouth that won't go away. These symptoms might seem unrelated to your broken bone, but they're actually signs that your liver and kidneys are struggling to process the increased toxic load from inflammation and cellular breakdown. Your digestive system is like your body's waste management facility, and when it can't keep up with the increased demands of healing, toxins begin accumulating in your bloodstream. This creates a vicious cycle where the toxins interfere with healing, which creates more inflammation, which produces more toxins. The third danger sign is perhaps the most overlooked because it mimics symptoms that many people over 50 experience regularly. I'm talking about cognitive changes that seem more severe than usual. After a bone fracture, many people experience what they call brain fog. But when this fog doesn't lift after the acute pain phase passes, it could signal something much more serious. Pay attention to difficulty concentrating on tasks you normally handle easily, memory problems that seem worse than your typical senior moments, confusion about time or place that wasn't present before your injury, or sudden mood changes that feel out of character. These symptoms occur because inflammatory toxins can cross the blood-brain barrier, essentially poisoning your brain tissue. Your brain requires enormous amounts of energy and clean blood flow to function properly. When your body is overwhelmed with inflammatory toxins from the healing process, your brain doesn't get the clean fuel it needs. Instead, it's forced to operate in a contaminated environment, leading to the cognitive symptoms that many people just accept as part of getting older. The fourth warning sign affects your cardiovascular system, and this is where things can become truly dangerous. Broken bones, especially major fractures, can trigger what's known as fat embolism syndrome. While this sounds technical, the symptoms are very recognizable if you know what to look for. Be alert for shortness of breath that seems disproportionate to your activity level, chest pain that isn't related to your injury site, rapid heart rate that doesn't settle down with rest, or sudden confusion combined with difficulty breathing. These symptoms occur when fat particles from your bone marrow enter your bloodstream and travel to your lungs, heart, or brain. This is essentially your body's own fat becoming a poison that clogs your blood vessels. It's more common than most people realize, especially in older adults with larger bone fractures. The scary part is that it can happen days or even weeks after your initial injury, when you think you're past the dangerous phase. Your cardiovascular system is already working harder as you age, and when it has to deal with these foreign particles in the bloodstream, it can quickly become overwhelmed. This isn't just about discomfort. This can lead to heart attack, stroke, or respiratory failure. The fifth and final danger sign involves your skin and extremities, and it's often the most visible clue that something is seriously wrong. Your body's circulation patterns change dramatically when it's focused on healing a major injury, and when combined with the toxic load from inflammation, this can create dangerous circulation problems. Watch for swelling in areas far from your injury site, particularly your ankles, feet, or hands. Look for changes in skin color, especially a grayish or bluish tint to your fingertips or toes. Pay attention to skin that feels unusually hot or cold to the touch, or the development of unexplained rashes or bruising in areas unrelated to your fracture. These symptoms indicate that your circulatory system is struggling to deliver clean blood throughout your body while simultaneously trying to remove toxic waste products. When circulation becomes compromised, tissues begin dying from lack of oxygen and nutrient delivery, while simultaneously being poisoned by waste products that can't be carried away. The most insidious part about all of these warning signs is how easily they can be dismissed as normal parts of aging or expected consequences of injury. Medical professionals often focus so intently on the broken bone itself that they miss the systemic poisoning that's occurring throughout the rest of the body. Here's what makes this even more dangerous. These 5 warning signs don't always appear together, and they don't follow a predictable timeline. You might experience 1 or 2 symptoms weeks after your fracture, then develop others much later. The key is recognizing that seemingly unrelated symptoms might actually be connected to your body's struggle to handle the toxic load from your healing process. If you're experiencing any combination of these warning signs, don't wait for your next scheduled appointment. Contact your healthcare provider immediately and specifically mention that you're concerned about systemic complications from your fracture. Use the exact symptoms I've described, and don't let anyone dismiss your concerns as normal aging. The good news is that when caught early, most of these dangerous reactions can be treated effectively. The bad news is that waiting too long can lead to permanent damage or life-threatening complications that could have been easily prevented with prompt medical attention. Remember, your body after 50 is fundamentally different from your younger self, and it requires more careful monitoring during any healing process. A broken bone isn't just a broken bone when you're older. It's a major systemic event that affects every part of your body. Stay vigilant, trust your instincts, and never hesitate to seek medical attention if something doesn't feel right. Your life might literally depend on recognizing these warning signs before your body's healing process becomes its own worst enemy.